back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'm Nat, and this is my Knackers Yard, and this is my SV650 Frankenbike. Really short update because I am back at work, so I'm not doing daily ones again, but fairly late last night, at a moment of inspiration, and I've sorted it. My moment of inspiration was because I was getting no live from the red at all, so nothing from the positive from the loom under all of here. Bit of examination later, I found a broken circuit. Frustratingly so, my readings were all a bit anomalous because there's not a complete circuit, so you're not going to get decent readings. So I fixed that. I initially fixed it by going straight from the regulator to the positive on the battery under here. Oh, actually I did it onto my little extension piece, my charge piece, and it worked. Boomers, happy. I then went back through the loom between the regulator and the main loom and found the brake. So yeah, well happy. So what's the result? The result is, so that is the CBR regulator, rectifier regulator in there. So I'm at around 12-13. Power on, engine on. A little bit of a dip while it sucks, so I'm going to have to give it some choke because it's late in the evening and cold. It's charging up. So, sorted. Sorted after I ordered the stator, but hey, I'd rather learn a lesson. So I now have a charging battery through the regulator, through this regulator. Now, that gets warm quick. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some aluminium plating over there. I could start to try and measure it up, but I'm not. It's too late and it's been too long a day. I'll cock it up. I'm just going to put an aluminium sheet underneath and bolt that on, just to help dissipate the heat out of this, because it gets warm quick and it is encased, whereas in most bikes they're tagged on the side, or there's somewhere that can get a bit more airflow to it. Now I haven't got it to hand, which is a shame. Stage management would have been better. The original one that was in there was flat and black. So it is a CBR 900 regulator, but it's flat and back. It doesn't have any fins on it. Out of curiosity, I unplugged this one and chucked that one back in and ran it up, and it was running to 16 to 18 on revs. So effectively the previous regulator wasn't regulating. It was rectifying, it was taking the AC from the stator through and in and chucking it in the battery, but it was doing nothing to slow down the flow, and it was just going to overpower that battery, which I think is the electrical fault it had. What I tried doing, to be a bit clever, was I unplugged one of the 3-phase cables, just leaving it running on 2, and it dropped the intake voltage to around 15 to 16. Now, if you look back on my video, when I got this, when I inherited it, one of those was unplugged. So I think at some point somebody had realised that their regulator was knackered, or it was putting too much voltage into the battery, and simply unplugged one. Blacked it up so nobody would ever see it, wrapped it up, and off you go. Proper shoddy. So what? Got a regulator that's doing what it's doing. It does get warm, so I do need to find a better way of cooling it. Now, it has got a metal back. I think resting it on plastic just ain't going to cut the mustard. So I'm going to put a aluminium sheet in the back there, let it go. So, cured. I have a charging bike. I also don't have a sticky throttle anymore, and this was a really stupid Nat bit. I'd cleaned those cables so many times. I'd douched out the inside of the carb. What was it? The rubber housing. It's quite loose, so I'm going to chuck a bit of glue under there, and it had brushed up against. Let's see if I can make it do it again. No, it's not doing it again. It pulled up, rucked against the bar end, and was just catching on there. So what? I haven't done it yet, but a little dab of glue under there. Jobs are good. What I do need to do is still, sorry, give you a bit of a knock there, is the carb balance. I know that there's one at the bottom underneath there. The other one is really difficult to access, so I'm going to need to find a way of getting to there, get a pipe on, and I think what I'll do is leave it on as an extension piece so it's easy to do again. I'm not doing that tonight. Like I say, first day back at work after a week off. I'm a bit tired, but I was just so desperate to do that and show you that. Well happy I now have a sorted working charging system, and I don't need to install the new stator. Excellent. Right, really short video. Thanks all. Don't expect to see another one until the weekend. Yeah, it's back to normal life, I'm afraid. Cheers all, catch you later. Ta-da.